Are you guys getting that? Yeah, you are. Hi, I'm MTK on the MIC. This is a middle perch on the internet. Today, I have some not such good news for baseball fans because it looks to me like the Houston Astros have been cheating. If you haven't read or heard anything about this, there has been the revelation by one of the former Astros pitchers that he was aware of how the Astros were doing this, using high technology in their stadium. So all 81 games of their stadium, games of their season that were at home in their stadium, they had an advantage that they were working actively. And this pitcher who went to another team had to tell his players about it because he knew that his pitchers would be going up there to face this stuff, and the opposing team had the signals and was transmitting them at a moment's notice to the batter. And the way they were doing this was with a trash can and a baseball bat. In the previous times, they had been accused of using whistling from the dugout. But this is much more technical than that. They have a live feed in real time going to the dugout in a manner that as soon as the catcher puts the signal down, the guy with the bat goes bam, bam, if it's a breaking ball. And he does nothing if it's a fastball. And this is a tactical advantage if you know. So I went today at the advice of someone on the internet. I went today to check this stuff out, and I found some pretty crazy things. And so I thought what we'd do is I'd show you some of that stuff. You know, for some of this, I don't even think I have to be on screen, right? I can go to the background, or I can even shrink myself. You guys should still be able to see all of that, most of that, right? Okay, so on the advice of John Boy, what I did was I went to the page here, the YouTube search engine, and I put in @HOU __ 2017. And what you get is you get all of the MLB games that were played at Houston in 2017. And I started going through these and looking for what these people are talking about. And it was crazy how fast I was able to find it. And John Boy and all those other guys were able to find it too. So I spent kind of the day-to-day doing this, and I found some crazy examples. What we're going to do is pull up a couple of them and talk about them. Here's one. Let's see. So in September, the earliest one that I found was in April 29th of 2017. So let's take a look at that one. In this case, the game is being played. Of course, all of these are being played in Houston. And in this instance, the opposing team is, hang on, let me get this straight here. I believe it's moving kind of slowly, is Oakland, okay? So in April of 2017, they're playing Oakland. And I think I found some stuff here, so let's take a look at okay, here we go. There's a clear garbage can bang at 154, I wrote. So let's take a look at that one. So I'm saying there's a bang before this pitch that indicates it's going to be a breaking ball. That's what we've learned about them. So let's see if this is correct.
Been the one consistent contributor to.
Sorry, it's hanging up, but this might happen as
defensively on this
so listen carefully
team
now.
That continues to lead baseball in errors. 3 tonight, 2 on catcher's interference, and that one.
Was that it? I didn't hear it that time. The problem is we have a...
and now 21 on the season for the Oakland A's.
Let's go to that one again. 154-39. This is the one to Gura.
Second base.
Listen. There it was. Boom.
Yeah, Lowry had been.
But he steps off, though. That's what it was. Oh, yeah, right. So one of the examples here was I heard the bang, but then he stepped off. So part of me began to wonder whether that's what that's all about. You'll hear it again. I'll play it for you and you'll hear it.
Defensively on this.
Right? Listen.
Second base.
That's it. Dum.
Now,
Did you
Lowry
hear that
had
very
been-
softly in the background? Dum. That's it.
And
And the ensuing
one
pitch is a breaking ball,
consistent
by the way.
contributor
Okay, so that was one of the first ones I found. And then I started going through and looking
Defensively
for
on this
more of
Oakland
these,
A's
right?
team
Because if there's consistent matter or sound or waves, then it should be pretty easy to find, right? So let's see. Here's
three tonight.
the next one I found was in May. Okay, so that was April 29th. Now that obviously doesn't sound or look like much to all of you or any of you, I'm sure. But that audio you'll now, I think, start to recognize. So we can say the year that they won the World Series, as early as April 29th, if that's an example, that there was a signaling going on in real time that the Astros were using. And that's what we're trying to document right now. So this was the next one I found was May 10th, okay? Now on May 10th, they were playing Atlanta. So this is an interleague game. Okay, the first one is whistles. We're going to take a look at two high whistles before the two breaking balls in an at-bat with Alex Bregman, okay?
From Minute Maid
Alex
Park in
Bregman. Okay, so this
downtown.
is a situation where he's getting a signal when he can chill or he can lay off because he's looking for the fastball, is what the logic of.
Those are the first
So
hits.
check
Those
this
are the
out.
only hits since the first inning.
Again,
That's
so
outside a ball. Bregman struck out looking in the first. Fouled out
oh my God, this is so lame.
to first base.
I should have loaded
in the
these
fourth.
earlier. So the fastball, there was no noise. Now here comes the A breaking ball. Listen for the high-pitched whistle right before it comes. And timed. There's the signal. Did you hear that? There it
The
is.
1-0. 2-0.
And it's a breaking ball or a slow sinker. Okay, so trying to show this stuff, but unfortunately we're getting really slow speeds. Maybe I can slow this down. I mean, lower the quality or whatever, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so that was the first whistle that you kind of hear. And now what happens is
Carlos Beltran. the
another
veteran,
fastball, and you won't hear any whistle.
looking in.
And then you'll hear a whistle again.
Two guys at opposite ends of their career. Bregman at the plate. That's in there for a strike.
Fastball in there for a strike. Now here comes the next one. And watch how Bregman lays off when he hears the whistle. Watch his body language as well, okay? This one could be just fans, of course. I'm not, but we're building a
Talked
case.
about the young and old.
Building a case here for the possibility of active communication at
Sometimes
real
the older
time
veteran guys
with
get
the
benefit of
catcher
some
there. So,
calls like that on the 2-0 count.
and this is early in 2017. They develop it by the end. And by the September games, it's just blatant.
Here's the 2-1.
Listen for the whistle. No whistle, fastball.
3-1.
88.
Aoki waits on deck.
Bartolo can't throw that very fast anymore.
He's the number 9
at his
hitter.
age. So he's using the off-speed stuff a lot. So knowing for sure that it's not coming is a huge advantage, right?
Well, maybe a makeup call. I'm not sure, but we haven't
So now listen here for the
seen too
whistle.
many pitches at the top part of that zone called. But how about Alex Bregman? He's not putting up the power numbers we're accustomed to seeing here.
Listen.
But with runners in scoring position and 2 outs, he's hitting .417.
That ball hit well to right center. Ender Inciarte.
You couldn't hear it because the stupid thing is just not working. It's totally irritating.
Aoki waits on deck. He's the number 9 hitter.
Very irritating, this one. Very irritating. But in the same game, if you go to the bottom of the 8th and you start listening for the baseball bat clacking sound,
Well, maybe a
here's what you find against McCann, okay? These are the more obvious ones. But if you go back, I've put a marker on all of these. You can just go and click to the timestamp, and when you have a good signal at home, you'll be able
That
to
gives you an idea how things
check it
look
out. This is Atlanta at Houston on May 10th. So to McCann, you'll hear this clack, clack
Atlanta
of
racing.
bats,
They had all
and
kind
it
of
only
traffic
happens
in
on the
extra
breaking
innings.
balls. And then the exact same clack clack happens
Couldn't get
before
anything
Bregman
done.
in the next at bat, and he
Lees
takes advantage of it. Oh my God, this is so lame. Why is this happening?
begins to warm up for the Astros. Jason Mott working.
This clearly is just not working. It's very irritating.
West Airlines, yes to low fares with nothing to.
Really irritating, dude. Because the greatest one of all is the one that happens in the culmination of this thing, which is the. You know what I should probably do is just load all of these to the spot where they're supposed to be and hit pause, right? I think that's what we'll do.
Couldn't get anything done.
So we're going to go back to the whistles real quick and hit the pause on that.
6. Those are the first hits. Those are the only hits since the first inning. That's outside a ball. Bregman
Man, this is so irritating.
struck out looking in the first. Fouled out.
Let's see if I can find one of the other ones that make it go a
First
little
base,
smoother. The best one of all is the Boston game, but I want to save that for last. There's all these situations where it keeps coming up, you know. This is the. Oh, God. Okay, this was not going to work out. But I just got done. I spent the whole day today looking all of these up. And if you go to YouTube, like I was trying to show you right here, if you go to YouTube and you plug in at plus HOU plus dash plus 2017 like this, you get all these games. And if you could start going through them, you'll just look at any game and you'll see that I've made comments on the ones that I think are, and I've time-stamped the places where it happens. So if you go to like, and I've liked a lot of the other ones where they did a timestamp. If I saw somebody else's timestamp, I went and liked it so that, you know. So here we have games May 10th, April 29th, August 5th, September, there's 3 in September, 4 in September where I found them. But the best one of all is in middle of the summer, Boston at Houston, okay? And this game, I think that Craig Kimbrell, the opposing pitcher, figures it out. He figures out that they're signaling. And he does something radical to combat it, okay? So when I got into this room to check this one out, there were a lot of other people in here who had already found what they thought of as the sound. But what happens in this thing is the very end of the game gets very crazy. Let's show you a couple of the bangs. Here's the first one that was up here when I got here, 203.44, which is by Max Power. He points out
of a ground ball right here. The 2-1. Line shot. Betts are playing on a bounce. They're
very
going to bring
faint thump because of the sound, the noise in the building.
Springer
You'll
of
hear
a
it.
ground ball right here. The 2-1.
That was it. Did you hear the clap? There was a clap of two bats together. Okay, it's very faint there. It's also a very busy moment, and of course he knows what's coming, and he
Betts are playing on a bounce.
He hits it. Okay.
They're going to bring in
Now
Springer.
at
Throw to the
251.40,
plate. It's waiting, and
I got
he's out at home
really
as Betts
anxious
cuts him
because
down. Frankly, he never had a chance.
No.
He was
well, I'll show you this one first. Okay, so here,
excellent for him. There's no question.
here's Gaddis getting one in the dirt. Listen. He doesn't even look like he's
Couple of
going to.
starts ago.
This is just not working. You guys can't hear the
Go
stupid
in
things.
5.
There's two
Excellent
bangs.
for him. There's no
Here, listen.
question.
That was it. That was right there. That was it. You have to go, I guess, right before it to make it more clear. But you hear clack, clack on the tape. Okay? Let's see if you can get it this time. This one's interesting because it builds up and builds up. So this is in the...
Excellent for him. There's no question.
That was it. Clack, clack, right there. Now that's in the bottom of the 7th, okay?
Couple of starts.
Now, previous to that, if you go to that at bat, you'll see they're all 3 fastballs, so you don't hear anything. There's no noise. It's only on that one in the dirt. So now you go to this one, which made me really feel anxious because I didn't think Altuve would do it. But Altuve knows he's going to get a breaking ball, and he's very good at hitting bad balls. So watch what he does, right? You're going to hear the clacking. Hang on. You just heard it.
The batting
Ready?
champion.
Listen. Do you hear that? Connect.
Twice the batting champion.
It's way outside. It's a breaking ball, and he just lunges,
Lunging.
and he
That's
pokes
gonna
a single
drop
at
in.
it because he knows
Bets
it's
over to
coming.
get it. Altuve can really run, and he's
And he
easily
gets a
into
double
second
out of
base with
poking
a
this thing
double.
around.
Just a
Let's
little
listen to it again.
floater to
All right?
shallow
You can hear the
right.
clackety clack. It's very clear. It's well before the pitch. Listen carefully. Did you hear that? Clack.
Twice the batting champion.
Okay. So I'll play it one more time, and then we're gonna go listen to the last one. And it's on the breaking ball. Remember.
Lunging.
You never hear that. If you go to each of these at bats and you listen to the fastballs, nothing. There it is. Kadunk, right? Bats
Twice
being hit
the
against a
batting
cement
champion.
wall or something. So they know the pitch. And now he does too. And he goes out there and
Lunging.
grabs it.
That's going to drop
Okay.
in.
So now we go
Bets over
to.
get it. Altuve can
That's the
really
Altuve
run,
one.
and he's easily into
Okay,
second
now
base
we
with
go
a
to the
double.
last craziness.
Just a little floater to
It's the
shallow
9th
right.
inning.
Yeah, reach out and touch.
And I
that's
think that
exactly what
Kimbrel knows.
Altuve did there.
So check out what Kimbrel does. We're in the 9th inning. It's 2-1, the bottom of the 9th. Boston's about to walk out of Houston with a win here. And watch what happens at the end of this. Okay?
Kimbrel has made 28.
He throws heat, Kimbrel, generally. That's his pitch, you know? But he notices something. Watch. He throws the heat. He gets ready to throw the curveball. Then he hears the boom, boom, and he freaks out. And he stops and resets everything. And he hears the boom, boom clearly again. Watch. It's amazing.
3 walks
Watch.
in his last 26 and 2/3.
Here's a fastball.
2-2.
Now, here comes what's supposed to be a curve. But listen to what happens. And watch what happens.
Came in at 99 with that heater.
Came in at 99 with that heater, right? Now listen carefully. He gets the signal. He stops, pauses, resets. Gaddis thinks he's shaking him off. Maybe he's shaking him off. Maybe he's not. But now when he resets, listen, you'll hear very clearly what they think they want to send him. Man, the stupid sound is not happening because you can't, it's cutting out. Super irritating. Super irritating. You heard at least you heard the Altuve one, but I'm trying to, you gotta understand what's going on here. It's so clear cut. There it is. Boom, boom. That was it. All right, listen. Here it comes again. Listen. It's right there. Right where the skip is. I'm just gonna keep hitting it till you hear it. I don't know what else to do. Boop, boop. Did you hear it? Goes boop, boop. And so it's supposed to be a breaking ball, but he throws a fastball. Now listen to what the commentator says.
McCann fans, Kimbrel gets his first man, 1 away in the 9th.
He completely confused McCann on that pitch because he shook off a pitch. Now McCann thinks he's shaking off a breaking ball. Or a fastball, rather, and instead he gets the fastball. I mean, that's little games that they play by shaking off like that.
Got him looking.
I mean, you would expect to get the fastball. He's shaking off. He thinks he's going to get a breaking ball. He doesn't get it.
So they tricked him, and he knew, and now they're screwed. The whole end of the game ends.
1 for 3
And they end up talking about it, too. They end up like talking about it together. Like they come up. No, he's confused, too, because he throws a curve to start the next batter. And now there's no signal from the people that are supposed to be signaling it, right?
Fastball.
It's an amazing ending.
He drops that
This is the
hammer
game
on
you
him.
want to
They all
watch
have the
right
same
here.
look
It's
on them.
amazing. Listen. Did you hear it? All right, I'm gonna give you the setup again. Hopefully it'll play. Let's see.
In there, strike three.
It's amazing. Kimbrel knows.
McCann
Kimbrel knows.
Kimbrel has made 28
Why is
appearances this season, and 17 of those he allowed no base runners.
This is the worst.
He only issued
This is the
three
worst. You
walks
can't do it this way.
in
This
his
is
last
really the worst.
26 and
man. But trust me, I did the research. If you go to Boss at Hugh, June 17, 2017, okay? You go to this game right here, and you scroll down, you can see, here's my little quotes, and here you can see where to click and what'll take you to wherever you want to go. Okay, but here it comes.
Came in at 99 with that heater.
This is it right here. You're supposed to hear two claps. When he pauses, remember, that's the beauty of this, okay? He pauses. He knows. He's figured it out. That's what's incredible about this footage. Pauses. He shakes him up. So now Gaddis thinks that he's now he hears the two booms. There they were. Boom, boom. And right when he hears the two booms, he knows. And like, look what Gaddis does. He's expecting the breaking ball.
Strike three.
I think this might be an excellent example
he completely
of what we're
confused
doing.
McCann on that pitch.
We're going to shut the whole thing again because now it looks like it's rolling. Check this out.
Kimbrel has made 28
Oh, God.
appearances this season, and 17 of those he allowed no base runners. He's only issued 3 walks in his last 26 and 2/3.
So there's the fastball. All right. Now he does a whole preposterous dance here.
Came in at
Watch
99
this.
with
This
that
is what I'm saying is going on right here.
heater.
He knows. So he shakes him off when he's sending him the fastball signal. And now the guys think they for sure know, so they give a clear boom, boom. Watch, so he shakes off the fastball. And right now he thinks he's going to throw. Here it comes.
In there, strike three. McCann fans, Kimbrel gets his first man, one away in the ninth.
There they are. If you go to the click, it's really easy. Right? It's right after you hit the 3:14:47 mark. Listen. It's 2 booms. And so he thinks he's getting it, and this is what ends up happening. And then the game ends crazily because the Astros are completely discombobulated, and they know that they're busted.
McCann fans,
so it gets really funny.
First man,
and the two of these guys end up actually talking about it.
He completely confused McCann on that pitch because he shook off a pitch. Now McCann thinks he's shaking off a breaking ball.
So they go out to actually talk about
off
it.
a pitch down
Between batters, they're like, yeah, we got him now, you know? It's pretty great. I don't know why this is so lame, but basically you can go to any of these games that I found and you can see
in Texas.
Pretty crazy stuff. Here's the Seattle. Yeah, by September, they're really doing it all the time.
That's a strike.
Okay, so this is the Seattle game at Houston. And again, all of these games happened in 2017, the year that they won the World Series and had an incredible record and so on. I didn't find any evidence of the postseason yet, but I haven't really looked. I've only been going for games in the regular season. Here's one by Joe B. Vlogs. He picked this one. Let's see if we can listen to it. I can't hear the damn thing.
2-0.
All right, he says this one's way more noticeable. Let's check it out. there. Did you hear it? Gunk, gunk. So he knows it's going to be a breaking ball. Watch.
First pitch to Tyler misses. It's ball.
It was a breaking ball, just so you know. But yeah, so he's right. This is one that found by another guy. 20. I mean, 2 hour, 16-minute mark and 20 seconds. Okay. Right there. Boom, boom. So now he knows it's a breaking ball. And he can sit on it if he wants to, which he does.
First pitch to Tyler misses. It's ball.
And he takes a ball. So there's examples like this throughout the stuff. And many of us have been trying to go out there today and mark them, like timestamping them, so you can listen to them yourselves, which I think is a good idea.
Having a starter who's moved to the bullpen.
I'm going to redo this whole episode.
He can have a starter go.
Can't really hear the stuff that I wanted you to hear, which is really maddening. And once again, live streamers fail at the stuff that I wanted to be good at. But let's go out with one last look at that 3:14 of the Boston. Bottom of the ninth, 2-1. Houston trying to get the victory at home. And evidence, I think, clear evidence of not only the Astros using their tactic, but the opposing pitcher, in this case, Craig Kimbrell, identifying it. He knows. That's what I wrote in my thing here. Look, he knows. Kimbrell knows. He changes his whole action. So let's watch the evidence and see if we can get it to show one last time before I shut down.
Kimbrell has made 28 appearances this season. In 17 of those, he allowed no base runners. He's only issued 3 walks in his last 26
Damn it,
6 2/3. Two. Came in at 99.
The point of this is that the real-time change of the signal is where the technology part of this comes in. There has to be technology of somebody observing it in real time. The 8-second delay that they proposed for all footage inside the stadium, that would work. Okay, so he resets. Now listen. There it was. You got it?
In there.
And he changes it.
Strike 3.
Incredible. This is incredible stuff, folks.
McCann.
Incredible stuff. The Houston Astros were cheating a lot, and it's easy to find.
And Kimbrell gets his first man, one away in the ninth.
Check it out yourself, you know what I mean? Because it's just too much.